Welcome back this Saturday. Friday the 13th is over, but we had a great day. Why? People are in fear. They're watching horror movies. We slayed the man. We didn't go 1-0. We didn't go 2-0. We didn't go 3-0. We didn't go 4-0. We didn't even go 5-0. What did we go, Mr. Rogers? 5-1. We got the job done with 5-1. Now, bottom line is, you're running the East Coast office. I'm running the West Coast office. I was watching a podcast. One of my guys sent me a link. He was saying that in order to get access to the right information, you have to be in Las Vegas. You have to be in Ground Central. Listen, I am born, I am bred, I am raised in horse racing country. Baltimore, Maryland, orange. I bleed orange. I bleed the Orioles, and I bleed purple, the Ravens. And when I was a kid, I bled the Colts till they got swept out in the middle of the night. But listen, guys, that's all fanfare stuff. I'm sitting here right now, and I'm bleeding sunshine. Now, Mr. Rogers, let me ask you something. How cold is it over there in Baltimore, Maryland, as we speak?
Today was a high of 37 and a nice rainy weather.
37. We're not complaining because we make a fortune in horse racing. We're seconds away from the second leg of the Triple Crown, the home of the Preakness, and we get the job done. Now, I'm featured on Sportsbook Radio at sportsbookradio.com for the last 2.5 consecutive years, every Tuesday live on the 9:20 a.m. And the bottom line is, I'm here to supply and teach you clients how to make money as a sports trader. Now, I get questions and I get calls each and every day. How can you be a successful sports bettor? I had a call today from a client. He wanted to meet me here at the casino, and he said, I want to treat my betting as a business. I'm interested in treating my betting as a business, but I aspire to win on a consistent basis. He logged onto my website. He watched my Betting as a Business 101 tutorial, and he said, I bet a nickel to a dime a game. And I asked him what his bankroll was, and he said 500. And I said, if you bet a nickel to a dime a game, how can you bet $500 on each and every game? And the bottom line is that this is the difference between being a credit bettor and being an at-the-window bettor. And while I love dealing with clients all around the world, the credit bettor is the guy that basically wants to be a lottery bettor. He wants to not treat his betting as a business. He wants to not treat his betting as anything more than a way to make money betting the lottery. He has unrealistic expectations where he wants to try to take a small amount of money and turn it into a large amount of money. And I'm not that guy for you. I'm the guy that's going to tell it like it is. When you come and you meet me here, and you're looking to make money, and you're looking to treat your betting as a business, what you have to understand is this. If you want to treat your betting as a business, you have to have money to make money. If you're so hung up on parlays and round robins, I got some very exciting news. I was with a programmer yesterday, and he basically told me how he's seen guys take 100,000 and turn it into $1 million. And it's my Millionaire Maker tutorial. And Mr. Rogers hasn't even watched this tutorial yet because I haven't had a chance to upload it with this shitty internet connection here at the SLS. Mr. Rogers, how has Saturday been so far?
Well, thus far on the day, we are 4-1, winning.
Run the games down. Run the games down with me with the unit rating.
Well, we started with Hampton with a 5 unit. Then we doubled up and we had the VA Commonwealth matchup, the over for a 10-unit play. And
don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like, come on, let me see a little dance. They can't see you. Come on. There you go. Jump it up.
Dancing.
Go ahead.
VA Commonwealth with the over, only covered by 30 points. VA Commonwealth was getting 2.5. They only covered by 20 points. Hampton, they were getting 1.5. They won by 20.
Don't you wish you were in the Hamptons right now instead of Baltimore?
I would love to be in Las Vegas. That's where I would love to be today. But that's okay.
Somebody has to run the war room. Go ahead.
It's okay. But going over the numbers, we had a 5-unit play on Hampton that won. VA Commonwealth getting 3 that won 5-unit play. Then we had a 10-unit play on the over of the VA Commonwealth. But then we lost a 10-unit play on the Iowa State.
Wait. Are you talking about losers?
A 10-unit play we lost in this.
Wait that out. No. Look, I had a client call me earlier today. He watched my Betting is a Business tutorial, Betting is a Business 101. He said to me, I've never watched something in this industry where a guy said in order to be a successful winner, you have to be a great loser. He was confused. And he said, I watch guys talk about how you'll make me a fortune, you'll make me this, you'll make me that. I said, look, you wouldn't go to a financial advisor and tell him you have no money, but you want to invest in the stock market, unless you're doing high-risk options trading where the time decay alone will kill you. One share of Apple is $728. I got guys texting our office saying they bet a nickel to a dime a game, but they got $400 in their account. You told me today, you talk to guys that are telling you they bet $300 to $500 a game, but they want to put a nickel in their account. Guys, if you want to treat your wagering as a business, you have to bet a very small percentage of your bankroll. I'm meeting clients every month. Yes, my main office is in Baltimore, Maryland, because I choose to run a global operation. I can be in multi-states, multi-countries. Earlier today we had that, we went against Manchester City. We had that huge dog. What were they, plus 800 on the money line? What was they lost 1-0 Manchester City?
They were plus 280.
Plus 280. I leave that up to you. You handle that, my Moscow source. So say something in Russian for me.
Я тебя люблю.
What'd you say?
I love you.
He does love me. I made him a millionaire. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is this. Guys call me up, they don't know anything about soccer. They bet it. They don't know anything about first quarters in the NHL. They bet it. They don't know anything about golf head-to-head matchups. They bet it. They don't know anything about second half trading and arbitrage. They bet it. They don't know anything about middling games. They bet it. What they don't do is they don't bet like squares. They don't listen to this shit about, I got a hot game, I got a game that can't lose, yada, blada, blada, blada. I have been doing this since I've been 15 years old. I am 42. Nobody pays me for what I know. Everybody pays me for who I know. I spend more money on airline tickets than most people spend on their mortgage payment, flying around the world, cultivating the appropriate sources. I am the Simon Cowell of sports betting. Listen, the worst thing somebody can do is think that their ego and their opinion is what's going to be successful in this game. If you watch that 60 Minutes interview a couple years ago and you Google it on YouTube, the man has assembled a network of informative sources that are so locked down that nobody, not even me, has access to. My job is to assemble an army of sources, not handicappers that I'm reselling to other people that you can get on 50 other sites. I'm dealing with guys that you'll never deal with. Now, games like Hampton, what were those games we had yesterday?
Well, we had the Oregon under with a buzzer beater that was great. But more importantly, the game that where the sharp money was on.
Let me ask you something.
Louisiana.
Let me ask you something. I was having a dinner conference with a client yesterday in San Francisco. I had to fly over and meet him in Chinatown, and then I flew back. How many totals have we played this week versus sides?
70% totals, 30% sides.
Well, what's with the fucking totals? Pardon my French.
The totals have a more influx of hitting because it's a tale of two halves.
Right. I'm not here to root in teams. I don't give a shit who's playing. I'm in it for value and making money. If I have an edge on a side, I'm trading a game. And when I say the people that I'm dealing with in the know, they're all about value. Where can they beat the book and break his ass? That's why if you listen and you go and you listen to my archive radio shows at sportsbookradio.com, Mr. Blessing said, last year I destroyed these guys in baseball. Value, dogs, and totals. Now, we have our Millionaire Maker report. We're going to be releasing that to the general public shortly, where you're going to hear from the horse's mouth, one of my strongest sources in MLB, explain how you can take a six-figure and turn it into a seven-figure bankroll in the course of 7 months. You got to watch, you got to listen, and you got to fucking learn how to treat your betting as a business. Because if you let the ego eat at you and you think this is about having an opinion, you have missed the forest from the trees. Because I can assure you, I do not get on a plane. I do not fly to this state and this city each month for the purpose of entertaining clients and looking them eye to eye and telling them, I, John, have such a great opinion. I know nothing. Call me, watch my video reports, figure out why I am connected to the appropriate people, and learn how to treat your betting as a business, not a losing hobby. Maybe, just maybe, you'll sit down, you'll meet with me, we can smoke a cigar, we can have a coffee, we can break bread together, and you can turn your losing bad habits around. Drop the ego, guys. Life is too short. Make it a happy, happy new year. You're only 2 months into it. In 1 month, you'll be paying Uncle Sam. Pay him from the window. That's it, guys. Pay him from the window. Make lots of money. And remember, NBA playoffs right around the corner. March Madness hasn't really got into it yet. Mr. Rogers, how many games we got left this evening?
4 more, sir.
And by the way, yeah, the guy's fucking Russian. You think I'm going to tell you his whole last name? Roger Davenko Falavalovich. If you could say his name 15 times, call my office. We'll give you his real name. You can get a fucking week free. How about that? You can't say it. I've been trying to say it for 5 years. It ain't happening. Say goodbye in Russian.
До свидания.
Ciao.